shit. Okay, the best thing about man, most
Hmm.
man, despite what the internet says, has emotionally
What?
intelligence. They
Okay.
are usually aware of many of their actions.
Yeah.
When a man is acting mean,
Hmm.
if he's a man, he know why he's acting mean.
For the most
But
part, yeah.
but sometimes a man can be a bitch. All right,
And
and
is it
he's
because
hot.
he's raised by a female? What is it? Go ahead, break it down.
Anything can make you a bitch.
Mm.
Sometimes you could be a bitch and just be raging against the machines for no,
Yeah, for
for,
no
you
reason.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, no reason. You don't know why.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very uncommon, but it
Yeah.
can happen.
You told
So
me about remember the incident, and I want to talk about it a little bit today, but you said that was part of the reason that guy did what he did because he was angry at whatever's going on at work or what his life, and it spilled over into another man's life.
I watched it today.
Mm-hmm.
Is out of two things. Brandon could have been correct. He was on drugs
Uh-huh.
or he was a bitch. All right.
He definitely was. Right.
So the reason I say bitch, when a guy get angry
Mm-hmm.
and yell,
Yeah.
to me, yelling is very hard to do. How about
Yeah.
yourself, Brandon?
Yeah, I don't like to yell. I got to be real upset to be like throwing my voice that much and cursing and just not even making a lot of sense. Like just going back and forth, just it's cursing and
No, you
just
can make sense when you yell.
yeah, but
They
just
do it in
it. But
calling
do you
football
feel?
players. Joe, get down the field.
Yeah, yeah. But that's at work. This man wasn't at work. He was screaming. He was yelling. It was other people around. Like he was just out of control. I'll say that.
he
It
was
takes
in
a lot
his
of energy to do that too. Yeah, go
he
ahead.
was in his feelings. The
Mm,
car accident happened.
yeah.
Boom. Car
Mm.
accident. A 1994 Ford F
Well, I
150.
put
Oh wait,
right.
hello. Nah, I put
Hold on.
the not you.
This because this one. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. This is part of which slide is it? Yeah, this one we like.
A 1994
Uh huh.
F 150. No, 2004 F 150 collided with a 2005
Uh huh.
uh, Civic.
Was Civic? Yeah, it was a Civic. Uh huh.
After the accident, it looked like both vehicles was operational, right?
Yeah, for sure. Nobody was total.
No, nobody was hurt.
Yeah.
He kept on
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
stop
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
the and
Yeah.
stop again.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the older guy who was deceased,
Hmm.
he couldn't recognize it, and he baited him in.
Yeah. But
Something I teach
how hard
Brandon
is
not
it?
to do.
How hard is it to do that though? Is somebody screaming at you, you know, you don't want to come off like no punk, right? I ain't gonna let this young, maybe on meth, maybe just out of his mind, receding hairline dude chump me in front of everybody, right? It was women around. Isn't that how some guys feel?
I'm
They
not
want to be
arguing with a man with
uh
wearing the same pants for 4 days in a row with grease stains on. Huh? I've been the
right.
man for it, but I'm
Yeah.
not arguing with the man
Uh-huh.
wearing grease stained pants.
Well,
All
why
right.
not? Why not?
For what, Brandon? We got in an accident. I'm
Uh-huh.
legit.
Yeah. You got your
Brandon may
insurance?
not be legit. If Brandon ain't legit, it'll cost me 1,000. But anyway, I'm
Mhm.
out $1,000 and
Uh-huh.
inconvenience.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not arguing over that for those $1,000.
And you saw the video. What should the guy have done? Should he have got back in his vehicle? Should he just zip it up, don't say anything? What would you do if you was on the scene like that?
Which one?
The guy,
The-
the 33-year-old guy who is deceased now.
Well, you call 911,
Like
wait
how
till
did
the cops come in.
mm-hmm. And then
And,
you
you-
what? You
and
didn't get back in your car?
yeah, you get back and you get back in your car.
Yeah.
You probably came out there, hey, are you correct? And the man went off on him.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have
And I
enough intelligence to say, man,
yeah.
this man is kind of oofed up.
Right. Right.
let me
If
get
he's
back
up
in my
here,
car.
yeah, if he's up here emotionally, in his feelings, and you down here, you calm, you like, I'm a reasonable person. I can't just get on his level and start arguing back and forth with him, because then it's two people that are in their feelings and they're out of control and nobody can control them. And something like this could happen where somebody gets shot.
The reason he's in his feelings, people, which you don't know, if a
Yeah.
person is irate, they got a backstory.
Mhm.
He was
Yeah.
probably late on his job 2 weeks in a row. All right.
Like Brandon used to be.
Yeah. And we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
This car accident is strike number 3 on his job. All right.
Yeah.
He's been lying to his boss about why he was late for years and for weeks.
Yeah.
But this time he has a real event, so he's really
Right.
he's really gonna get it.
Yeah.
Second, his driver's license could be kind of shaky. He
Yeah,
don't
for
know.
sure.
He don't know if that
Yeah.
check came in the mail or not. All right,
Yeah.
because he's 23. He don't know how to
Yeah.
write checks. All right, people. So he's already looking
What?
down the road and stuff. And you
Yeah.
in your car, hey, you just get a fender bender, but you bought into the devil's work.
What do you mean?
Brandon, ain't that
Yeah,
the
tell
devil's
me.
work, Brandon? Come on, now.
What's the devil's work?
In
But
my face
I'm with
again.
you.
I'm
I'm
gonna
with
hit you.
Yeah, yeah. But but I think some people think like they can't die. Nothing bad is really gonna happen to them. Like I've watched all these Facebook videos where people lose their life, but that's not gonna be me. That's not gonna happen to me this morning. And boom, now you in a situation. You want to say some stuff. You know this guy, he pushing your buttons and he's trying to provoke you. He didn't swing on him, but he wasn't backing down. He wasn't retreating to his car in a safe area. Be like, you know what, this guy's out of control. Let me just, I make sure this other lady's okay. Be like, ma'am, you might want to get in your car because I'm about to get in my car. He didn't do that. He went back and forth. He ran up on the guy a little bit. The guy pulled a gun. He pulled a gun out. He tried to flee, and then the guy shot him 4 times.
If you go look at the picture,
Mhm.
in the middle, the upper middle,
Mhm.
one guy has a Zeke, and the other guy got the Beth head body.
Right. Which,
I can recognize that at the start. All right.
Right.
One guy is getting pussy once a week, and the other guy is getting pussy every 4 years. All right.
Right. And it might, we ain't gonna say his cousin. We ain't gonna go that far, but it's some weird stuff going on with that one man, because everybody has a hard life. But when I saw that this man was 23 years old, like that was shocking. I'm just gonna say that. So it's either drugs, it could be, lifestyle, could be work stuff, but this man is out of his mind. You might want to stay away from him. And like I say, now he's in custody. He's being charged with murder. And me and my daughter actually had to witness this on the way to school. So I'm blessed that we're okay. We can break down some more of this stuff anyway, because my main topic on this was make it home safely. And I've got the other girl with the Renee Love. I think that's Renee Good or something like that. But she was killed by ICE agents, right? But she was in a situation she didn't necessarily have to be in.
Now, what's your definition of killed?
She was shot in the head. We'll just say that. But
a homicide happened, people.
But,
we don't know about nobody.
So what's okay. So what's the difference? Break down a real quick, because I can't think off the top of my head. I can't really break down what's the difference.
No, okay. No, you said a word right. You said kill. You didn't say murder. So murder is a crime. Okay. You said kill.
But I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I wouldn't say she was murdered. Yeah, no, they got an investigation. They going over evidence. I'm not jumping to the conclusions. I saw what I saw. And now they're gonna have to go to court, and most likely that agent's gonna beat what we saw. Whether we like
we don't know. We don't know.
We don't know. No, we don't know. We don't know. But I've seen officers beat less, egregious stuff. So I'll just say that. But like you say, we don't know. But what I do know is she didn't necessarily have to be in this situation, but from some of the stuff that I read, they were they didn't like ICE being in their town. They I'm not gonna say they were harassing ICE, but
They was.
that's not the first
They
time she
was,
encountered.
Brandon.
Okay, well we can we say that for a fact? Because I'm not sure
You
exactly.
come down the street, you blowing whistles. You know, the black people used to say, "Scoo-wee." And that was it.
Right.
They up here got the whistles and the marching parade.
Right. Warning people that ICE is in the area and
not ICE. You know, federal officials is trying. Law enforcement is trying to do their job.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, whether we like what they're doing or not, this administration is implementing this stuff. They sending people to certain cities looking for certain people. If you
it's not implementing, well, Brandon. You got the words right. They are enforcing the law that you signed up for. They ain't implementing nothing.
Okay, that is true, because is ICE a new thing? This is not a new concept, or this is not being rolled out. This has been a thing.
We didn't see this since the Obama years, people.
That's what I was about to say. That's the last time I remember hearing anything about ICE. But this is not
Obama
new.
was busting your ass out.
Huh? Right. Yeah.
But go ahead. I want to see where you going with this.
What I'm trying to say is, this lady, she was informing people about ICE. You know, they were trying to protect their city from ICE. You don't necessarily need to put yourself in harm's way unless that's what you want to do. And if you do put yourself in harm's way, you could lose your life or you could lose your freedom. So I know everybody wants to be a hero and help out, but at the same time, you got to let law enforcement do what they want to do, or, you know, organize in a different way. You can't do what this lady did. And even if you do, if they say get out your car, you got to what? Get out your car. You can't be backing up, driving off, because that's, you know, they're trying to detain you. They're trying to question you. Now it's like, ma'am, do you have anything on you that we need to know about? Like, why are you resisting? So then it'll turn into something else. So do I think this lady needed to lose her life like she did? No, but the events that happened, Brandon? I don't think
you ever look that you ever had a vehicle rev up. Whoa!
But my
and
thing
you
is,
in front of it,
and
it's coming towards you.
Yeah, did she make a mistake by doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, she made a mistake. Can you lose your life by making mistakes? You can. Yeah.
Every action got consequences.
Right. You have to be careful. And me and you talked on the phone about this earlier. I think Black people understand we can't just be doing whatever we want to do. We can't jump out the car, tell the officer, "Will you pull me over for?" Like, we understand there's protocol and there's ways of handling stuff. It's a code of conduct when you're dealing with law enforcement. You can't just deal with them like they're somebody at Walmart, right?
You're right.
It's a job. So I could harass somebody that's working at McDonald's or whatever, but this officer, this cop, I can't do the same thing because they have different power. They have different authority.
You shouldn't call them fat. What I think her wife done and stuff. Yeah. You can't assault. Come on,
you can't do it. Would you do that? Would you do that to a police officer or a federal officer of the law?
It's unchristian, Brennan, to
call people names and
call people names. All right. Yeah. So why? So I no, I shouldn't do that. The man is the people is just trying to get a criminal off the streets. All right.
Yeah.
Even though you like the criminal or dislike the organization that's doing it.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. They still got a job to do.
They still trying to implement law enforcement.
Yeah.
All right. And yes, you do have First Amendment rights.
Mm-hmm.
But your First Amendment rights don't cover you inside the damn roadway.
Right. And then, like you say, if they tell you to stop, they grabbing your door, trying to get you out of the car. Like, you just can't pull off, you know.
Nah, you almost hit your wife backing up. See, people don't even look at that.
That too. They don't care about that kind of stuff. or just a random person. She could have sped off and hit a random person, or a random car.
In icy conditions, Brandon?
Yeah, for sure. It's easy to happen. So you do have to be careful. And just my thing is, you got to be smart. Remember when we were talking on the phone, I was like, if somebody did that to me, what I said? I said, I'm going to stand my ground. You said, Brand, that's wrong. I said, dang, you're right.
Did what
you
to
can't.
You?
If I was in a position with the guy who was arguing with this the dude that looked like he's on drugs, he called me out my name. Man.
And Brandon, right. You way bigger than all two of them in that picture.
But listen, what if he called me the N-word? Then you want to stand your ground. You want to check this person.
Ain't
but
you
gotta. No, I'm not. I'm a king.
All right, okay. If you ain't one, then why get mad?
Well, you're right. There you go. You're right. So you gotta be smarter than the people that you arguing with sometimes. Like you gotta know better than they do. Because I'm 40 years old. I've seen these tactics before. I see what people do, whether it's a man or a female. Some people try to get you in an argument or in a combative situation that you don't necessarily want to be in, or that it doesn't make any sense. But you got to be smart enough, and what the people like to use, emotionally intelligent enough to remove yourself from those situations. That's it.
You got to recognize. Put myself in Brandon's shoes. I have a mama-in-law to take care of.
Mm-hmm.
I have a wife to take care of.
Yeah.
I got a daughter to take care of. Yeah. I got to look out for my mama.
You're right.
And I got to look out for potentially my grandfather.
Nephews, yeah. Just a bunch of people they want to see me tomorrow. So if I'm rolling around with a bum.
They don't want to see you. They need you tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying. They don't want to bury me because I was on the side of the road arguing with somebody.
And here's another thing off topic.
Mm-hmm,
Black women, when you out there being emasculate towards other people in public,
okay,
don't expect black men to come attack you, because why? We got families we responsible for.
Right.
All right. If Brandon jump in my business and get clapped up, was that how you got clapped up, Brandon?
I haven't got clapped up. Because I mind my business for the most part. All I may do is be a tall person that's close by, that's black. So if that don't work, I'm not doing nothing else. So I might throw a hey, might do one of those.
Do one of these. 911. That's what they get paid for. And that's what I teach. This saves people lives, especially if you get shot. You call 911. Get out here.
But is that an alpha male? Am I tough? I'm not tough if I'm not putting my hands on somebody, beating them up. I need to intervene, huh?
You got a wife at the house that needs your ass.
They don't care about that. Nobody cares about that. People don't care what I got on the line. They just want me to perform and be a Superman, basically, and save the day.
And the person was acting loose.
It don't matter. They don't matter.
Brandon,
they don't matter.
Protect that. Now I can see an innocent black version, black woman walking down the streets, no social media, wearing the scope.
He said no social media.
What's it? Her hair is covered, right? White guys behind the attack. I can see the head, but nah,
or kids or something like that,
or kids. But fast forward before when she needed help. 2 minutes beforehand, she was doing this.
Right, and it's something unnecessary. Like I'm not here to fix the mistakes you made and save your life. Because you were doing stuff that you weren't supposed to be doing. You didn't have to do.
Correct. Black men help people who are innocent.
Yeah.
All right. Innocent in nature. That's who you help. You don't help a person who's provoking it up. And see, y'all was at base level. Then y'all turned to Super Saiyan 1. And then she brought the Super Saiyan 2. and want Brandon to come in there to be altruistic.
Right. Trying to tag me in. No, I'm not in this. I'm about to go home.
Yeah. Right. You know, everybody got responsibilities to take care of.
Yeah. And you remember the day after this shooting? It might have been the same day, but I think it was the next day. I was telling you, I was at a store and it was a black woman. She was escalating things with a Walmart employee because she felt like he wasn't catering to his needs. You know how somebody be in one department and you in another department, but they want a question in that other department, but you like, I'm not even in that department, but somebody will come and help you soon. Correct. Sometimes that's not good enough for people. He was actually a mechanic, and I can't remember what she wanted, but she started to cuss him out, turn up, saying, "You don't know who I am. Don't F with me." And what's your name? I'm gonna make sure they do something about this because this don't make no sense. So then they start going back and forth. So what I did I step in and be like, "Hey, y'all don't need to do this." No, I was listening. I was making sure it didn't escalate to the point I need to run and leave the scene completely. But luckily, nothing happened. I was like, okay, this is gonna fizzle out. But things can escalate quickly, and it'll turn into something else. So you just have to be mindful. I'm not no Superman. Like I said, I just want to make it back home to do my day over again, start my day over again.
Well, let me ask you this, Brandon.
Go ahead.
All right. I've been wanting to ask you this for 6 months now. You just didn't know it.
Okay.
When's the last time you been clapped up?
I've never been beat up before like that. I'm trying to think if I had a dust up or something like.
I've been. When's the last time you been clapped up?
Well, elaborate what that means.
Nah, you tell me what I tell you after you tell me.
Okay,
your point of view.
Clapped up means I've been beat up or jumped. And that's what I hear. The first time I heard that, that's what I'm thinking about.
All right. In my opinion, clapped up means multiple things. Okay. It's not beat up. It means you got shot up.
Yeah. Okay.
You call it STD. It's one of those two. So you've been shot up.
When people used to say you got the clap, so that's what you kind of referring to, like a STD or whatever. But go ahead, I'm with you.
Or if the man got clapped, what that means, bro? That man got jumped.
I mean, he got taken out, really. But
yeah, he got killed with the gunshots.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
So you ain't never been clapped up,
bro? No, I haven't been clapped up.
No, okay, that's a good thing. That is a good thing.
What about you?
Nah, I ain't never had the claps. I ain't never been clapped up.
Yeah. Luckily, we live a smart life and we try to make the best decisions in the moment. And I think if you do that, for the most part, it'll keep you unclapped.
A smart life. Let me see, guy. Why this thing? Press screen. Remove other menu. Okay, hold on. Just give me a second, bro. You know I ain't.
You good?
Been working this thing.
I was trying to figure out whether this tea was in my refrigerator this past week.
Yeah, I peeped the game. That's why I looked in your refrigerator to see what you had. Now, people, I'm going to break it down. Okay. Brandon knows I am a recently single man, right?
Yeah, I do.
Brandon knows I like statistics, right?
No, you love statistics. Well, no, I ain't gonna say that. You like them. Yeah,
I live off of them, people. Okay. I live.
So you like 3-pointers. You like 3-pointers in the NBA. You like how they play.
No, Brandon. We talked about statistics says 3-pointers can't win championships. It's put the ball in the paint, win championships.
Well, I don't think they got that data yet. They're not looking at that data.
What's the outcomes? How many 3-point teams won championships? Don't matter. Brandon?
It
does matter.
But what I'm saying is they said, oh shoot, Golden State, they won the most games. I don't think did they beat the Bulls record? Either way, they had that great season. They won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
Boston
2017.
Boston started.
What's that? 17?
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. Boston started playing that same way, and they don't always win games that way, but they actually won a championship too. So
by the grace of God, they won one.
Yeah, right. Now with you. Now with you. So they like, shoot, that's the way to do it. That's the way to play it. A lot of threes. But no, let's not get off topic. Let's stay focused on what you want to say.
All right, people. I'm gonna teach you what you should have learned in grade school, but they ain't teaching no more.
Okay. What's that?
I told Brandon this. I said, Brandon, when people stake something, subconsciously they stake stuff in the order of this is most valuable to least valuable.
Okay.
And they do the same thing with ingredients. Okay. So, Brandon, in your refrigerator right now, you got Barlow's famous sweet tea.
Okay.
What is the least ingredient in the sweet tea? Curtis.
It's the brewed tea.
Okay, brewed tea. All right. I agree with you. What is the most ingredient or the most in important demand, most important in the sweet tea?
The water.
The filter water.
The filter water.
All right. Brandon. I think I'm coming to Jesus tomorrow. And I'm getting off these internet dating sites.
Okay. Why is that?
Because we'll be about to show coming up next.
Okay.
Here you go, Brandon.
All right.
The single women, they are dating with intention. I spell intention right?
Yeah.
What do you think intention means?
It means they want to be a wife.
There you go. Damn, Brandon, you good, ain't you?
I'm pretty good when it comes to this type of stuff. Believe it or not. And when I say this type of stuff, I just mean words people are using on the internet.
All right.
Or phrases.
Now, see, Kevin Samuel was right. And I'm going to prove the case at the end. I didn't know this until I came in the game.
Okay, go ahead.
But he was 100% right. Now, and also, disclaimer, Kevin Samuels stole a lot of material, used a lot of material from books, but niggas just don't read, so you think it's new, but it's not.
Yeah.
But it's he was right about he was an image consultant, and the man that went to him said that they cannot find wives. He was right about that aspect, and that's not in no books. That's what it is.
That's what the data shows. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, that's what the man, the people who came to him spend money with him.
Yeah.
Where are the wives? There ain't no wives out here. I didn't believe it, Brandon, but it's 100% correct. It's almost 100% correct.
No, I'm with you. So when did you start? Why did you not believe it?
Well, Brandon,
you look on social media.
I was dating with intent. So if I'm dating with intent, I don't look at single women that hard because I'm not trying to get them because I already have my woman.
Okay, I got you.
So if you want to put it like that.
But I'm just gonna say, all right, well, so we can, but even with that, you can see how people post online, and you maybe you don't. I kind of analyze what people say and what they do. Like somebody could say something online but be doing something different. And I think sometimes that's why, that's for men and women. That's why you won't get what you want. And it could be something as simple as, I want to get a better body, but I'm never in the gym. Or I want to work out, but I don't ever go work out. So you have to have the plan and follow through, and stick to what you want,
What Brendan just said, I experienced that twice this week, but that's not in these slides.
Right.
That's not in these slides. All right. But in these slides, the women who are dating for intent to get married, you got 3 requirements. 1, 2, 3. Now, this is just based on my analytical mind.
Okay.
The number 1 requirement is either going to be one of these 3. You got to be a man of God.
I'm just reading these because I'm trying to look at the camera, but go ahead.
You gotta be a provider or a provider.
Okay.
Or ambitious. So if you look at the this diagram about what people want the most.
Yeah.
This goes on a filter war. This is the strongest desire. All right. A man of God.
Yeah.
Provider and ambitions. Brandon, could you, when women say they want a man of God, what are they saying, Brandon?
They just want you to not worship the devil, I think, because I don't necessarily think people want a man.
No, you thinking like a man. What do the women think? Put you in the aspect of a woman. What do the women think? Because I'm a man of God, and you, if I start talking, women go.
You're seriously a man of God.
No, I'm not, because I'll fuck you.
Well, you're closer than most people that say you are Christian or whatever. Because a man of God is still is somebody who's imperfect and still gonna be sinning. So you can say what is a man of God? No, somebody who believes in God. That's it. I think that's
okay. That's what the women want.
Yeah, somebody who believes in God.
Okay, believe in a higher power. All right. That's usually somewhere in women describe themselves as a person of God, and they want a person of God.
Yeah.
All right. Provider. In a women aspect, what do a provider means, Brady, as a woman?
Somebody that's gonna they're gonna shoulder most of the weight financially. So whether I want to work a little bit or I want to don't work at all, you're going to cover the bills. You're going to cover my expenses. So I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. And I'm going to take care of the household.
Okay. In an aspect of a man, what does provider means?
I'm just going to be taking care of you financially.
Okay. See, that's what you think?
If I
Brandon is a provider, but he don't make a nickel.
Right. But
so
I think
describe how you provide, Brandon. And you don't have a job.
Right. I don't have a job, but I provide what my family needs. Whether that's
what you gotta come big, Brandon.
Okay, but like I said, me and my wife travels for work. She actually has her own company, so technically, what do? I help her work. I help her schedule out her stuff. May do her expense reports, pick up my daughter, take her to school, do those kind of things to make our household run like it needs to run.
All right. How else do you provide? You do more than that.
Well, I provide protection. Yeah, I provide protection. I make sure we're shopping for the right grocery items that we need, cooking meals, doing all those kind of things. Trying to have order to our house, decluttering it, because sometimes you'll buy something and try to hold on to it. I like for my household to function and run smoothly. So like if we have too many shoes or we got too many cups, it'll throw off the flow of the house and it'll slow it down, and it makes you can't find this, you can't find that. So what I like to do every month, I'll go through stuff and reorganize what we have to make sure we're not overbuying stuff. We're not having stuff that we don't need. Like you can be donating clothes. You can be getting rid of cups that you never use that just in there taking up space. So that's just some of the things that I do as a provider, as you want to say.
So Brandon is providing a road to go by, a road that leads to more efficiency.
Yeah, more efficiency.
A roads that lead to organization.
Yeah. And not to mention, okay, go ahead.
Keep going.
Not to mention dealing with my wife who lost her father. Now we're taking on a mother-in-law, doing those kind of things, trying to balance that household and this one. It's just a lot of things that you may not think about when you're coming into a family with somebody or trying to join union with somebody. Like you have your family, but you also getting a bigger family outside of your family. So
a man provides another aspect or way of looking at life. And remember, you said you want a man of God.
Yeah.
God, if you believe in God, God gave all the power, all the first of the first. He gave it right to the man.
Yeah.
So if you look at a man as money or provision, you missing a lot of things that God put into that man. If he's a man of any kind of God, you know,
it's leadership too. Like you bring leadership to a household. Like a man is supposed to lead. That doesn't necessarily mean in one aspect or this aspect. Like you have to lead your family. You have to make decisions. And one thing I love about my wife, whether she makes more money than me or not, she's still gonna ask my opinion and let me decide or wants my feedback on stuff like that. So I can, because like I say, men think a certain way, women think a certain way. We have to work together and put our minds together to make the best decisions for the family.
now watch this. I'll go brag about Brandon. Brandon just don't know it. Brandon, is
Yeah.
your decision matters? That's the only decision you go with. That's how you run your place.
It's not.
Because if you did, you'll be a damn fool. All right.
Right. Because do I make the best decisions? And I think that's something people have to ask themselves. They say, a man is supposed to lead, make all the decisions, or, run his household. You can run your household, but you still aren't the best at everything. So I may be strong in these areas, but my wife is also strong in those areas. And so we'll come together and make certain decisions.
Now, Brandon, if you run with your wife suggestion, are you gonna own it? Yes or no?
You say if I run with my wife's suggestion, like I go with what she says.
Are you gonna own it? Yes or no?
Yeah, for sure. What you mean own it? Like
no, are you gonna own it?
Okay,
win, lose. If it turns out positive,
yeah.
Or if it turns out negative, are you gonna own it?
Yeah, we're gonna own it because I'm gonna own it. We're in it together. So I own it, she own it, we own it together. If that's what we decide to do, that's what it is. And if we go with something that she wants to do and it doesn't work out, I'm not gonna beat her up about it, and vice versa. If I want to do something and it didn't work out or it's stupid, she's not gonna make me feel bad about the decision I made, because that's not good teamwork. That's not a good union. Like, you're just not gonna have success being that way. You can be stern with each other or call out the truths about certain things, but I can't constantly nag you about some old stuff that you did, right? It's just going to build resentment.
And ladies and gentlemen, you just heard a godly man talks about how him and his wife run things.
All right.
You may think it's controlling, but no, a man is not controlling.
All right. I'm the least big controlling person in the world, but like I say, I think my wife is a God-fearing person, and she put me at the head of our family. And like I say, I respect that. I think it works how we operate. And it's been times where she's been at home and I've been working, but for now it's flipped, especially after she lost her brother and she was like, you know what? I want to work. And she did that, and we worked together in that decision. And like I say, it was hard at first, but it becomes natural when you want your team to be successful and you want your team to win, whether it's a NBA team or a marriage. Like, you'll do what you need to do to win or to be happy too.
Brandon's wife let Brandon be the head, but she still has huge influence of what goes on.
Yeah.
And that influence, if her influence turns out to be the best thing, Brandon just said he's going to support it. If it turns out good, it's good. If it turns out wrong, he's not going to put his wife down. That is, Brandon, why people can't understand that's how it's supposed to work.
I don't know. Lois, hold on. I just realized this better about it. Let me pause this 1 second. Hold on.
All right. That's how it's supposed to work, people. You just heard it. These diagrams is just showing you that women are dating with attention, but don't understand the aspects of what it's really like to have a man of God as a husband.
Yeah.
Brandon don't have to be a man of God. Brandon just could be a man and still be good.
Yeah. Because all you really need to do is have your heart in the right place, believe in God, and be striving to be a better Christian or to be closer to God or talk to God more. Like, that's what I think a man of God is. I don't have to be a pastor. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to know all the scripture, but it does help, knowing a little bit and having a partner that's in the same area and feels the same way you do about God and church and all that kind of stuff. I think I told you earlier today, like we dropped my mother-in-law off and we had to get back today because she's ushering at the church that my daughter goes to school at, and that's
Oh,
just a
your
big,
wife?
yeah, my wife does. That's
Good
the third time.
gosh.
Right. That's the
Okay.
third time she's done that at that church. So, and when we first started dating, she was an usher at the church she lived at in Rock Hill. So I used to when I used
Hold
to stay
on.
up there.
No,
Go ahead.
no,
Let's
no. Okay, now we about to F it up now. Now I'm
why you
pissed.
say that? Why you say that? Go ahead. I'm listening.
Brandon, how are you giving back to the church, nigga?
Right. I'm giving back in other ways, but I told her
What way?
I just
say your blessing.
I was just at the little thing they had where they was face painting and doing all that stuff.
Doing what?
Volunteering my time and services for the little fest that they had at the church. But I told her I also do want to try to usher, but we may have to do opposite Sundays because like I say, if we usher in, my daughter's gonna be out there, and it's just one of those things you do have to worry about. But I love that about her, that she ushered, and even when she did it in Rock Hill, I was far from God, far from church, not going, but I would lay in the bed while she get up and go usher, and I'm like, dang, I got to do better as a man. She's getting up. I could get up, but I'm too lazy to get up, and I don't care enough about God and myself to go with my girlfriend to church because I could have went, but I'd rather be in the bed sleep. So that was something that stood out to me. But not to get off topic, but
conversation to this week, least over an hour, with a guy at work named Rodney. Rodney talked about that when you go to church, you have a job to do at the church, each and everybody. Some people just go there to hear the word, but it's more than that. You're supposed to go to church to sacrifice. Like the church is like a body, it's a body of Christ, and everybody represent an organ or a part of the body.
Yeah.
So when you go to church, you got to put the work in. You may tell people where to park at. You may collect the money. You may be on security. You may be on sound. You may on the weekends come in there pick trash. I'm preaching to myself too, people. But you have to you have to, if it's the house of the Lord requires everybody in that house to work. That's why women, ladies, you just can't be put up in the house and not work. If you got to work, if the Bible says everybody in the house of God got to have a job to do, apply the same methodologies to your house. Everybody in the house got to have a job to do. But your kids, your wife, everybody got to have a job to do. Ain't no sitting up in the damn house.
Yeah, but that is that cool, or can I post that online? That's not necessarily what people want to see. That's not what people want to see. I think you can, but what's gonna get you more likes? Is it going out, having mixed drinks, or trying this new restaurant out, going to a fake carnival, having this Korean corn dogs or whatever? That's what people want to do, or they want to travel, like we're gonna get into in a little bit. But
all right, let's get down the road.
Go ahead.
Okay, ambitious. What do ambitious mean, Brandon? Why they want ambitious guy?
They want somebody he's driven. I would say driven. When I think about ambitious,
you could be driven. You could be driven and not make a nickel. That's what they want.
But I think they like to see that spark in you. Like you don't know how you're gonna get it, but you're gonna go out and get it. You're gonna make it happen. I think sometimes women may want somebody like that. They may not want somebody that's like, I'm working a safe job. It makes me happy. I'm just gonna do this for the rest of my life. They want somebody that's gonna be willing to kind of take risk and maybe try to start a business or let's try this. I'm gonna gamble I'm gonna buy into stocks or buy these coins and see if I can hit it big like that. I'm studying crypto. I think people are into people who gamble, like not actually gambling, but gambling as in taking risk?
I think a bit what women want with ambitious, they just want a guy who get up every day and try to get some more money. That's all it
Okay,
is.
more money. Okay, so so making money, but on something on top of that. That's what you're trying to say.
No, ambitious means you go beyond and over the top to try to get the money.
Past 100. Okay, I got.
No, not past 100. You go keep on trying to get. Every time you see, a lot of women can't let a guy rest. Brandon, you may not know this. All right, you just work your 50 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's your regular stuff, but they want an ambitious man. All right, you got an extra 10 hours to go out there, pick to work on some cars, wash the cars, to cut some grass, to bring that extra money in. That's what they want. The ambitious man, the man who they can't see him rest or take time off to heal his body. They want to keep going and going and going. Ambitious. That's what ambitious do. Me and Brandon ambitious. We ain't making a dime, but we keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's the number one. So that is the filtered water. That's the number one thing ladies on the internet say they want. Number two. Now this was one I completely hate. I'm awful.
I figured that.
When I see this, is this
a red
plus
flag?
This plus something else is a red flag. This is not a red flag at the moment. But if I see something else on the next slide, now I'm like, fuck that bitch.
Right. That's just something I know about you. You're not necessarily the person. I'm not gonna see you in Aruba next year. I'll just not go do that. I'm not gonna.
You could. I want to go. I want to go, bro.
So you are willing to travel. You may be on a cruise ship, huh? But
no.
What has to be the requirements?
Brandon, I would love to find a wife. But I have enough wisdom to know that marriage between man and woman is not the second requirement or priority is not travel and passport. I know that.
It don't matter.
No, I know, Brandon. The love
restaurants. Go ahead.
No, not even rest. No, we ain't talking. The love between a man and a woman that says, I want to make a covenant with God.
Yeah.
If the woman put number 2 priority is travel, I know, Brandon. Brandon, that ain't right, Brandon.
Yeah. I don't know, but I think for some reason everybody wants that's something that's very high on their list. They want to travel. And traveling is good, but that's not the end all be all. Like that's to me, if my partner, she didn't have to, if we don't never go anywhere, I'm gonna be fine. Like if I got a perfect partner, but she never wants to travel, okay, so what? It is what it is. I'm okay. But that's a deal breaker for somebody. They'd be like, I had the perfect person. You don't want to go on a cruise. We're not doing this no more.
See, all these deal breakers, but they want to be married. So you gotta put passport. Hold on. You gotta put passport. That's a deal breaker. And me, how mature I am, Brandon. That's the marriage. Is not about passports.
But that's what I'm saying. It don't even make any sense to have that as like something even to bring up. Like, let's talk about real values, like you say, and let me get to know you. Whether I travel or not, that don't even make any, of course I'll travel. If we work out and we on the same page, yeah, we're gonna go places. We're gonna do stuff. We're gonna eat. I'm gonna take care of you. But if you in the beginning, you just talk about traveling and eating out and all that kind of stuff, like it sounds like that's what you want to do. And I'm not the priority. Getting to know me and who I really am is not the priority. So I think that's what turned people off sometime and why dating doesn't work out or it goes sour with people.
I could put a number. At least 50% of men want to please their woman. At least. No, let's break it up. 70% of men want to please their woman. If they know their woman got a fondness of traveling, you go fit it in. You go try to fit it in.
Right.
But sometimes you can't fit it in. But don't dump me.
But
Because the like money. Because you working at Walmart, working at Target. Don't duck me because we can't travel like that.
Yeah, but I think it's like it's not the same thing. But it's like if men were like, you know what, I'm looking for a good woman, but I'm trying to have sex. Like, are you trying to have sex? I like to have sex. Like, of course we want to have sex, but we don't even need to be talking about that right now. Like, we trying to get to the foundation. And do I really like you? Do we have chemistry? Do we get along? Like, sex, traveling, spending money, like all that kind of stuff is gonna come later. Like, I don't think anybody really doesn't want to travel with somebody that they love. Like, that's something that's gonna happen, but we have to get there. We can't be there week one and talk about traveling and where we gonna go. I mean, you can, but you know, I don't know. Everybody doesn't work the same way, and I think that's why people aren't on the same page.
And here's the thing, Brandon going in and out. Here's the thing. You got taxes come due in multiple properties, all right? Taxes here, insurance here. I meet you on day one. You want me to put your travel requirement over the taxes of property? Come on, man. Or over my emergency fund? Come on, man. How that's gonna work? So travel and passport and adventures, women are looking for those items as priority number 2 in a marriage, which is completely asinine in a male's perspective. Completely asinine in a male's perspective. All right. Number 3. Here is a number 3. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to here. Number 3. This is the third priority. This is the priority that's. Hold on. Hey, Mom, I'm doing something. What's going on?
Just to let you know, Christine in the hospital.
What's she in the hospital for?
Her breathing, her lungs, her wheezing, her coughing, the mucus.
There are a lot of issues that's facing the Black community, from relationships between mother and father and the failure of passing down standards, integrity, and duty, from the lack of education or the debt load from higher education. Go to school, they say, but no opportunity on graduation day. From incarceration to low-skill occupation that marches in gentrification. Well, the time has come. It's time for a change. My book, From Zero to 200K, will outline the steps I use to change my social and economical status. Learn the steps I took to lower my expenses. Learn the steps I took to increase my income. Learn the steps I took to increase my credit and keep a good credit score. Learn about how I generate wealth. Most importantly, how I got God involved in my life. By the time you finish this book, you'll be ready to control your finances with a renewed vigor, knowing that you can accomplish your goals if you apply yourself and make good decisions over the long term. From 0 to 200K with faith, relationships, strippers,